Well, I hope you can hear me. I'm using one of my spreaders here to try to get out over the video here. I've got a different microphone. See if I can make everything sound okay to you out there. A lot of experimenting going on, huh? There's going to be, Milstown is going to have a live today, so thought I'd give everybody a shout out and let you know that if you hear me, I'm going to try to get in the chat part of Milstown today. He'll have his, like I say, he'll have his live going. No special subject that I'm aware of. I guess it's just up to everybody that gets in the chat to pick one and run with it, right? As far as me today's a pretty good day. Everything's going fine. I'm thinking about, excuse me, in the future of, just a minute, let me get this. Got a lot of phlegm today for some reason, again. Think about trying something different to talk about here in the very near future other than Otter Creek. And part of it is that it really don't matter what I say or do on here. I'm not going to be able to change the dynamics of what's going on there in Otter Creek. The reason being, there's two neighbors there that don't like each other. And until one or the other is eliminated, there's going to be controversy around there. And almost all the talk in the little town is actually going to be wrapped around that. And things that really mean something, real substance. It's hard to talk about the same things every day when really the subject we're talking about is a problem between neighbors, not us, not you and me, but it's being spread to other channels to make us all fight. And there's no reason for that, none. So regardless of whether you like one side or the other side, I think it's better off if there's no sides and we just almost drop the subject and let that thing have just a natural goodbye, if you will. I tell you, it's getting to be old hat, and it's going to affect each and every one of us that get involved in it. I see so much hate out there over it, and I'm thinking, you know what? Nobody wants the other one to have an opinion. No matter how you stand on it, you got a bunch of people following on you, and I realize that there's a lot of trolls involved as well. And all it is just a big old upsetting mess. And you always have those that are going to come out there and stir the pot, bring it to a bigger boil. I don't need it. Do you? I know a lot of you get upset with me because one time I'm talking about what the good parts of one person is, and the next time I'm mad at them. Depending on what a person says out there or how they conduct themselves, it makes a difference in how you feel about them. And the impression you leave with somebody is the impression that they're going to remember you by. In other words, the last thing if they were mad at you when you left, then that's the way they're going to be about you in the future. They're going to be mad at you. There is no winners in this game out there. And it's down to plain old game, isn't it? I feel sorry for those that get hurt out there in it. And, some people think it's all right that when you get somebody down, that you just keep on pounding on them. And I don't believe that's a solution. Maybe you feel better temporarily. I don't know. Some people have a bloodthirst. I just don't quite have that same bloodthirst. My opinion is that if you get it taken care of, it's taken care of, and you walk away from it. And the quicker you can get away from it, the better off you're going to feel, you personally. So when you've had your say and you can get out of there and you're walking on your own 2 feet and you're not all bruised up, well, that's a good deal, not a bad deal. I'm hoping that everybody can do things on an even keel like that. I really do. Let's see this thing. There we go. I really didn't have a whole lot of subject today other than to say that I planned on being on Milstown on the chat portion today. And on the 13th, Super Dave and myself will be on his channel out there, Milstown Best. And I'll be live on the channel itself, so you get to see Dave and I talk. He probably has a few questions, and I imagine there'll be some on the chat too. Like I say, right now, I'm really contemplating getting as far away from Otter Creek as I can. I think that the overwhelming part of this whole thing is that it's not generating kindness in any way that I see. And the videos that are watching it, they're more popular if they can bring up the more drama they can. And if you try to be nice on there, it seems like the trolls still want to get in there, put their 2 cents worth in, saying what a shithead you might be. That's not the way I feel about it. And I would hope that you guys would feel a little different too. I'm using the camera that's on my computer today instead of my other one. This one here, when I'm looking at this, it looks like I'm looking right straight out at you. It's easier probably to talk on here, and I'm hoping you can hear me okay. This is just raw footage is all it is. For some of you that expect me to get on here and rant and rave today, nah, it ain't gonna happen. Like I say, I've seen so much out there, and it's spreading out on other channels, and it was never supposed to do that. And originally when I got involved in this, I was hoping to preserve the First and Second Amendment. But what I'm looking at is that maybe we're destroying our First Amendment, our right of speech and stuff, because so many of us, hopefully I don't, but there's so many that take advantage of the freedom of speech that I'm afraid it's going to get curtailed pretty quick. And when you use verbiage on other people that break their heart and ruin their life, and when you have influence over a lot of people and they all go and pick on just a couple of people, if you cause them damage, permanent damage, it can cause lawsuits of the type that are very expensive. And I know most of you can't afford it. The other thing, when I look at out there, there's a lot of the people that are the worst about using disturbing language and thoughts. They have no content. And it's pretty easy to have a channel out there and just make comments, nasty comments, and there's nothing for people to come and look at you at, only that one comment you put out. I'm not sure why there's so many that do it that way. I know they do it. And there's a lot of times where, there was years went by I didn't post anything on my channel, and just made comments here and there, not many, just once in a while. I don't know if I was being fair to people either, because they didn't know who was making a comment. If they looked my channel up, they didn't see much on there. If you look at my early channel, well, everything I had, I put in. I've got it protected right now. Believe me, I've got it. It's right here on my computer, and some of it I may put back up there if it's worth looking at. A lot of it's just old stuff that don't mean too much. I just wasn't going to let the germ come in there and take my content away from me in some way, or his followers. That so many of them are hateful that it's almost sickening when you listen to them and you know what they're going to say before they even type it. I think I don't know how they can sleep at night. Some of them, they're so bad. A lot of them that follow my channel on regular things, quite frankly, they seem to be pretty nice. You don't see swearing. You don't see threats. There's a lot of things that you don't see. I guess that's the difference in our channels. One channel out there spreads hate, and the other one's trying to get it back down to earth a little bit. As much as I try to bring it down into reasoning, it seems like I draw the ire of these yo-yos on another channel that seem to think it's okay to call people bad names, to make their life miserable, to make threats, to that's crazy. Maybe you're as crazy as that neighbor if you feel that way. I've never say anything negatively about suing the people. I understand why there's a certain time you have to protect yourself. The signage apparently that was put out, if indeed they did the signs, well then they need to be taken to task for that, because some of it was pretty nasty. Some of the stuff on there is unbelievable, and I'm not sure if they wrote the signs, they need to pay up for it, quite frankly. Now, I don't know what the determination will be. There's not a whole lot they can take away from them that I'm aware of, but other than their life. I'm not so sure I want that on my conscience. So that's, I guess, if I can just get away from the whole thing, I'd be better off. Because I sure don't like those people. Not when they get the way they do. I don't care who you are. If you're going to be nasty, you don't need to come around me. I don't need it. Well, other than that, I don't have a whole lot to say. You people that are being that way, you know who you are. You know how I feel about you. And if it breaks your heart, well, so be it. I can't imagine it doing that, though. You're so mad at the world. People that do things like that usually are mad at the world, but they're so mad at the world, they don't know of anything else that they can do. It's kind of like a rabid dog. They do it until the day they can't walk anymore, or can't talk, can't bark, can't eat, can't drink. What else can we talk about today? Hopefully nothing really bad. It's too bad the Lord can't open up the eyes of these people that are that way. And I don't know why that one channel has so many, overwhelmingly, so many people with that attitude. You know, in my entire life, I've never seen that many people in one place that feel that way. And hopefully, some of them will just get tired of it. I don't know if they will, but we'll see. You know, we'll see. If I do things, it'll be from a different type of trying to cure the problem. Because I can understand right now, there's no way to just talk them out of it. Not going to happen that way, is it? Well, to all of you that are my true subs that follow me, I hope you all have a good day. And be nice and be kind. Be kind to each other. And these people out there that are causing such a problem, stay away from them. Don't let them chase you down. And don't let them get on your YouTube and mess your day up. If you're a creator as well, don't let them trounce you in the dirt. It's not worth it. They're nothing. They really are. They're nothing. People that come on there and start talking like that, they don't know what they're talking about, for one thing, and the ones that put words in your mouth, what a joke that is. Oh man, I seen some stuff out there that I could not believe. I'm thinking, what kind of people say and do things like that? And then when I look on that one channel time, don't consider that gospel, folks. I don't know. Just go to Milstown, look at it for sure. Put a thing so it notifies you, and you'll be safe that way. You have a good day, and take heart in what I said. You know, one channel is spewing an awful lot of hate, and you know it's too bad. I'm just not going to do it anymore. I'm just not going to do that kind of stuff. You know, I had somebody come on there and said, if you can't say anything good, don't say anything at all. And so since I can't say anything good about that channel, I may not say much. But I will tell you I'm going to do my best to see how we can protect each other. And if we had to put a stop to it in some way, I think we ought to. So, see you when I see you. Maybe this afternoon. Maybe tomorrow I'll put my own show up again. I don't know. Have a great day. May the Lord bless you all.